Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to everybody else on the call internationally. Welcome to Global Wealth Trade Corporation, the world's exclusive luxury designer with award-winning products you want and number one rated business you actually need. We operate three main brands. We have the luxurious FERI, ultra luxury FERI Merch, and we have the passion for fashion for the fashionable Posh by FERI. Okay. Our mission statement is to become the world's largest designer brand whilst providing a lifelong opportunity for entrepreneurs to build significant wealth. Jewelry manufacturing heritage dates back to the 1880s. Global Wealth Trade Free launched in April 2005 and officially launched in March 2007. That means we're close to 10 years now, and our world headquarters is in Toronto, Canada. As you can see, we have the state-of-the-art world establishment. Now, recession-proof fashion industry. Annual global fashion industry revenue every year, it's $1.2 trillion turnover. That means that from what we wear from our wrist down to our shoes contributes to that. Now, luxury brands alone by 2014 reached the $400 billion mark. Louis Vuitton Fashion House reached $38.9 billion mark by 2012. Gucci reached $15.9 billion by 2011. Okay. We have the Porsche collection, which is day-to-day collection starting from as low as 20 Canadian dollars. We also have the FERI line, which is the luxury line, the red carpet line. And then we have the Cellidium, an alloy made of two metals. It contains 950 silver, which means that the silver content of our Cellidium line is 95%. And we have fine sterling silver, we have stellite, tungsten, and plankton. We also have shoes, we have handbags and wallets. We have beautiful accessories. We have finest timepieces in the world. We have shields that actually protect your eyes, and then we have opticals. Now, the prestigious 19 karat and then 21 karat jewelry collection. Now, this is so amazing. This is my favorite part of FERI. Actually, we are the first company in 5,000 years to produce something like this. Well, really, we start from 19 karat, and GWT created a patent where they mount a 349 premium diamond on a 19 karat gold or a 21 karat gold, which is unprecedented in the jewelry industry for over 5,000 years now, because most companies end at 18 karat. Why? Because at 18 karat the gold is so soft that you can only mount silver on it. All right, we've been certified by GIA, Gemological Institute of America, AGS, American Gemological Laboratory. We've been certified by IGI and then GemLab as well. Okay. Now, exotic and opulence wear. I want to go back one slide. Sorry. With this FERI Merch collection, it's an investment because, you know, with the depreciating value of the currency, paper currency, it's always good to hedge your money with precious metals. And then GWT allows you to collect, you know, the FERI Merch collection, gold and diamonds all together, and it appreciates in value. So it comes with an appraisal certificate, and then later on, when you decide to liquefy it to cash, you get more profit when you do so. Now, the exotics and opulence wear, it's authentic, you know, leather wears from pure animal skin like snake skin and what have you. These are the shoes that you can wear to exotic events. Now, 2015 and beyond, we came out with new releases. Right? We came out with more conquest watches, more pattern wears, more shoes for the gentlemen and the ladies as well, more colors for our diamond collection, luggage collection for those who love traveling, and we have skincare. Now, this is so sweet. Skincare alone is a $128 billion a year industry, adding it to our $1.2 trillion fashion industry. So if you're in GWT now, you should count yourself blessed because you are positioned to be a millionaire soon. We have the FERI fragrances coming up. We're starting with clothing, starting with hosiery for the ladies, and then FERI is going to go into real estate as well. These are FERI celebrities around the world that They've endorsed our product. We didn't even have to pay them a dime to do that. Every ferry they own, they actually paid for it. And then we have designer media accolades. By 2011, we were awarded the Luxury Designer of the Year by Viva International, featuring Jennifer Lopez. Regard Magazine, Hollywood Designer Magazine, also featured us 2 times. All right. In 2013, FERI Stringray won the Handbag of the Year award. Sorry. As seen on television, we appeared on Toronto International Film Festival, Emmys Awards TV, City TV, Golden Globe Awards, Fox TV, and The View. As you can see, Shannon Tweed and Gina Simmons. You can see Eric Edwards. Oprah Winfrey hosted our Vice President Sana Zuma on one of her shows, Women of Wealth. And then Whoopi Goldberg also hosted us on their show. So as you can see, we have all this credibility because our company is remarkably awesome. Now, our methods of distribution, how one can actually profit from this industry. Earn income your own way, a complete marketing system, the ideal partnership. When you decide to partner with GWT today, you do not have to worry your head on inventory. You don't have to worry about packaging. You don't have to worry about orders and payments. You don't even need to worry about shipping and insurance and guarantees and returns. That means that when Frank goes to your website, your virtual mall, and he sees a shoe and he orders the shoe, when it comes to him and you realize that this is not what I thought it was, he has 10 days to return it and get his money back. Plus they give you a beautiful debit MasterCard which you can use for your online transaction and also use to withdraw your commissions as well. How do you launch GWT? You set up a party, you invite a few of your trusted friends to your home, and then you tell them that I just partnered with this multi-billion-dollar company and I'd like for us to celebrate my journey to success, and you can actually share the business opportunity with them. Or you can have a beautiful, heavily state-of-the-art planned lookbooks which you can use to promote and get customers for your business and also business partners for yourself. Also, you have a customized virtual designer mall which you can use to promote online. All right, you can use Facebook, Instagram, what have you, and also you can have trade shows whereby you can go as a team, set up and then expose your business to that locality. Now, start your own virtual designer mall with as low as 169 Canadian dollars. This is too good to be true, and you know what? It is true, because when you invest 169 Canadian dollars, GWT is going to display all of their over 1,400 luxurious, beautiful products on your virtual designer mall. That means when you start today, you can profit within the next 3 to 4 hours when somebody buys from your mall. So now, you do not have to worry your head about how to retain customers, because GWT have a program, a VIP club program for all your customers. Those who want to buy from your virtual mall, they open a free VIP account. Company credits it with $15. Also, when on their first time purchase, when they purchase up to 600 Canadian dollars, company adds $300 to them for more shopping. Also, they give them 2 to 10% of their money back whenever they shop. Now, we have 5 investment packages. First one is a popular one known as a retailer package. Inventory account. Before I go on, I have to explain inventory account to you. Inventory account is sort of like an account for all the partners in the company, which are sometimes referred to as luxury consultants, and they deposit money there or they save money there towards a future purchase. Okay, the future purchase can be 2 minutes from the time they pay or 2 months from the time they pay the money there. Now, startup bonus is non-applicable to retailers. Profit margin is 60%, and the maximum residual income is $52,000. Now, residual income is something you do now and you get paid for the rest of your life. Okay. Now, silver package, you invest 499 Canadian dollars. Company immediately credits your account with 85 Canadian dollars plus a startup bonus of $500, adding to your $85, making 585 Canadian dollars. Now, your profit margin, that means if your friend goes to your virtual mall to buy, you're going to get 70% retail markup. All right. Now, if you invested 499 and you end up with 585 shopping power, and that's a sweet deal. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You invest planks in 799 Canadian dollars. They have 338 into your inventory account, and you get plus the 500, making 838. 80% retail profit. Sorry, $260,000 at the end of the year. Gold, you invest 1,005 Canadian dollars. You end up with 1,925 Canadian dollars. Your retail profit margin is 90%, and you have $390,000 at the end of the year. Now, the best of the best package is diamond, of course. You get 4,500 into your inventory account, plus a starter bonus of $500, making $5,000. Now, profit margin is what? 100%. That means that if somebody goes to your website and buys a beautiful shoe for $1,000, the company's price or the wholesale price is $500. So as a diamond, your profit margin becomes $500. That makes it 100% retail profit. And your maximum residual income is what? $1.5 million at the end of the year. Now, startup, easy to get started. Launch your virtual designer mall immediately. Download your business in the file and then do your first purchase with your $500 bonus. You can select within any of the beautiful posh items or the drooling FERI products. How do we make the money? This is the pathway to seven figures. Seven figures. Now, this is the free-flowing binary compensation plan. Okay, you have you in the middle. You build two teams, a left team and a right team. All right. For the sake of argument, let's say Jane introduced Bob, and Bob introduced you to this business. So that means Jane and Bob are in your what? Your upper channel, your upper line. They teach you to do what they did. You find A, and then you also find B. You teach A and B to replicate what you did. They find A1 and A2. B also finds B1 and B2. Now, in a traditional organization, you will say you have 6 people in your organization, but with GWT, you think outside the box, so you're going to have 8 people in your organization. Now, let's say Bob decides to also do what? Do what you did. Now, Bob ends up with, Bob finds Bob 1, he's going to put him under you. So then, B2 might not even know Bob 1, but they can also profit from the volume. Now, you are paid on both teams down to infinity, and then commissions are paid weekly every Tuesday. Now, when you and your whole team, which is A, B, and Bob 1, reach a wholesale sales of 6,250 Canadian dollars, which is equivalent to 5,000 points, is deemed that you've made one cycle, and your payout is what? $500, which is equivalent to 8%. Now, but there are 3 ways by which you can reach that level. One way is called packages. So let's say A comes into your business from a diamond. He invests 3,099 Canadian dollars. The company takes $2,250 and contributes it to what? Your wholesale volume, commissionable volume. Now, if A2 comes to your business as gold, he invests 1,005 Canadian dollars, 750 contributes to that. Planks, then they invest 799 Canadian dollars, 187 contributes to that. And then silver member, let's say B1 is a silver member, he invests 499 Canadian dollars, 50 Canadian dollars is contributing to that. So when you are silver, Plankston, or gold or retailer, you only have one method of creating your group volume, which is what? Packages. Now, when you advance to diamond, the other package 2 and 3 is open to you as well, which is called monthly inventory account and then team website sales. As I said, monthly inventory account is what? Depositing your money towards a future purchase. All right. So let's say B1 is in your team and she's investing $150 into her future purchase. She wants to buy a bag worth $1,000. This is her first month, so she started paying $150 towards the time it will reach $1,000. The company, anytime she pays $150, the company sees it as what? A wholesale purchase of $112, so it contributes to your commissionable volume or your commissionable cycle. All right. Now let's say Bob 1 goes out to sell something from his website. Let's say a watch of $400. The Bob 1's price is what? $200, and then the $200 profit, 60% of that, which is $120, contributes to that. So when you're a diamond, you can be having 2 cycles, 3 cycles, 4 cycles. Now 4 cycles in a week means $2,000 a week, which is good money in any economy at all. Alright, this is what people do with their IA. You can actually save your IA and use it for retail. Let's say you want to have a small retail outlet, you can save your IA towards that purchase. You can use your IA for bridal. You can use your IA for gifting. Let's say you are in Ghana and you have a friend in America, it's her birthday, you can actually shop and ship to her, and then when she receives it, she will smile and call you. Now, you can use it as a savings account. Since I started this business, the exchange rate from the time I started saving my IA, it has appreciated by, I think, 20%, and it's good money for me. Now, investment, like I said with the FERI Mosh, it allows you to save your IA towards what? Collecting diamonds, because when you want to be rich, it's always, every smart investor collects precious metals, because what? Precious metals always appreciate in value. Now, you can use it as residual income. You're saving your IA for between $35 and $150 towards a future purchase, and then once because of the team strategy, your team will also be creating commissionable volume, which what turns out to be what? Cash, and you can be paid on that as well. Now, seven-figure plan, the power of duplication. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you find, you know only 5 people in your adult life. Now, these 5 people, you teach them to also find 5 people. You teach them to find 5 people. You teach them to find 5 people. The 5 times 5 makes what? 25. Now you teach those 25 people to also find 5, making what? 125. 5 by 125 also makes what? 625. And 3,125, and it goes on to 15,625 people. So let's say you are hardworking, smart, and ambitious. You develop your team, and then within a period of 6 months, you reach 15,000 people, or 2 years, you reach 15,000 people in your organization. Now, in residual income, everybody is saving IA of 35. With 15,000 people, you'll be making $393,000, $750 a year in residual income. If IA is 75, you're getting $843,750 at the end of the year. IA of 150, you're getting $1.6 million at the end of the year. Now, this is what we call business development bonuses. Okay, let's say you help Bob, you help B in your team to make $1,000 in January. 1st April, you'll be paid 10% of that, what you help them make in a quarter. And let's say B also help B1 to make $10,000. B is going to get 10% of that, and you will be getting what? 5% of that. Whenever you help an individual launch their virtual designer mall from silver, platinum, gold, or diamond, the company rewards you with 50 Canadian dollars to complement you. And also, when they start from retailer, they dash you 10 Canadian dollars. The company also have other incentives to motivate work. Now, when you reach a certain target, which is a simple formula called 16-6, you become regional ambassador, you qualify for a free exotic vacation. And also, just recently was announced, when you reach ambassador, you qualify for an annual ferry cruise. I mean, a ship cruise, which is so sweet. I want to be there. The company also has luxury and exotic car clubs. When you reach a certain target, you qualify for the luxury club, you choose between Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Porsche, and Audi. Okay, when you reach exotic car clubs, you get the chance to choose between Bentley, Aston Martin, and Rolls-Royce. Now, it's a very simple formula. For the Range Rovers, the luxury cars is 32.6, and then for the exotic cars is 64.6. That means you have to have 64 people in your organization. In your first generation, that means you sponsor them directly, and then you help them to contribute their monthly IA for 6 months towards their future purchase. They're having their happy shopping, and you'll be rewarded with a global ambassador status, and you get a car. Now, all that I said about GWT is actually commentary, because this is what really makes me sleep fast and then makes me wake up early in the morning. Get your share of 2% on all package sales from across the globe. That means when you reach regional ambassador, national ambassador, or global ambassador, the same qualification that will give you the exotic vacation, the luxury car, and the exotic car also qualifies you to become a 2% shareholder of the company. Now, national ambassadors and regional ambassadors get 2 parts and 1 part respectively of the 2% share. That means that if the company is making $1 billion, they have a pool of $20 million to share. And then global ambassadors get 3 parts of it. Currently, there is no global ambassador in GWT yet. There are 5 national ambassadors, 2 of them from Nigeria, and about 16 regional ambassadors, and then almost half of them are from, 6 of them are from Nigeria. Okay. Now, international media recognition. You see, I like to associate myself with business with prestige and credibility. So, trade media accolades. Canadian jeweler for over 130 years has been the most respected authority in the jewelry industry. They featured us 3 times, and this is what they had to say about us. They said FERI is an unimaginable ultra luxury jewelry collection, and in one of the editions they said FERI aims to be the best of the best. Now also we had a brand media accolades with Preferred Magazine, where we had a mega photo shoot with FERI, Versace, and Hugo Boss. You can see the model lady wearing a beautiful FERI necklace, and then the gentleman rocking his FERI Toronto watch. Now, Direct Sales Media, Company of the Man 2012-2013, Network Marketing Business Journal said that. Master Networker of the Year 2011-2012, Network Marketing Times said that. Now, Global World Trade, Successful Home Business Magazine is a home business magazine which successful people read, and this is what they have to say about it. They said global wealth trade is in a class of its own. Wow, that's so sweet. And then they also said GWT Corporation was voted the best compensation plan and the strongest product lines in direct sales. Businessforhome.org. You can verify that for yourself. So now, business media accolades. Never in the history of American Business Journal have they featured any business other than an American business on their front cover, but this time they did. You know why? Because we are doing remarkable things with our company. Now, Warren Buffett, starting from left, the first one is called Warren Buffett is in the front cover, and let's say that edition was June's edition. Okay. Our CEO Rami Mesgalo in the middle was in that edition, and they have a culture. American Business Journal have a culture where readers vote who they want to see they vote for the cover story of the next edition. So our CEO was in competition with Fortune 500 CEOs, Fortune 5 CEOs in America, congressmen in America, and then the readers said they want to hear about who is this new guy on the block called Rami Mesgalo, you know, a CEO with a touch of luxury. Canadian Business Journal also featured us, and then they called us Canada's biggest bear. Now, Global Wealth Trade is doing remarkable things. Of all the money and the accolades the company is receiving, GWT cares. We stay humble. I mean, we did a remarkable project with Somalia. We also did a remarkable project with Haiti, CanFan, Sikis Foundation, Young Street Missing, Match of Dimes, and TIFF. And just recently, we raised $20,000 to support the Nepal earthquake, and we are not stopping there. We are constantly, like with me and my team in Ghana, we are constantly looking for causes where we can support. So it's all about people helping people. Now, since 2005, there's a record-breaking track record where you can see people holding their big fat checks, industry's best per distributor ratio, distributor monthly activity ratio, and distributor retention ratio. The reason being is that because of the revolutionary IA. You know, IA allows you to save money towards a future purchase. Unlike some companies, they have auto ship where they force you to buy X amount of product that you don't need for the month, and you stock it in the garage and it expires. Also, African Success, record attendance of 1,002 people at the African Summit in Nigeria with direct selling facts and figures and MLM news. That is so sweet. Now, in Nigeria, 12 months, a lady, Shola Omotayo, she reached a $10,000 a month, which means she makes 10,000 Canadian dollars every month, and she did it within what, 12-month period. Also, Kafina Ajibola, she also reached a $10,000 a month club. She did it within 18 months. She did it within 18 months as well. Also, we have Abdul Razak Aziz, and he's in a 6-figure club, which means he's made over $100,000 in his business, and he's only been in business in 16 months. He's a regional ambassador. And we have Hawa Aliu Bello, who was also in a 6-figure club, and she also did it within 18 months. This lady, she was a regional, she was a bank manager for one of the reputable banks, and then she actually resigned, and she's doing GWT full-time now. She's making a whole lot of money in GWT. We have our national ambassador, Comfort Negedu from Nigeria, and she also reached the national, she was the first female national ambassador in this business, and she's going to get her free car to drive. Okay, now there are some updates. I chose the wrong slide. Let me clarify here. Abdul Razak Aziz is now a national ambassador. That means he also gets to choose his car. Lucy and Kafina they are all regional ambassadors, and then they qualify for the 2% share. And Adeyinka is also a regional ambassador, and she's also qualified for a 2% share. So thank you very much for your time. This is the investment packages again. There's a Diamond Challenge bonus going on, whereas when, let's say, you start from retailer, silver, platinum, or gold, and you upgrade with cash within the next 30 days, they're going to give you $1,000 bonus waiting for you to shop. All right, so then when you invest 3,000 Canadian dollars in Diamond, you end up with what, 6,000 Canadian dollars, which is a no-brainer, and you get 100% retail profit. Now, thank you very much for your time. And then just by sitting through this wonderful presentation, I'm obliged to give you a $300 gift certificate. And then for your first purchase, your first time purchase, if you purchase up to 600 Canadian dollars, we dash you free $300, and we ship to you free of charge for any 2 products at all that you order. Thank you very much for your time. If I was sitting next to you now, I would ask you what really what did you like most about what you had and seen by far? Thank you very much for your time. Sherry?
What an amazing presentation. Thank you so much, Sellers, all the way from Ghana, Africa. So right now, I think it's a great time for you to type in if you do have any questions. We do have our actually National Ambassador Abdul Razak on the call with us as well. And I'm going to unmute Abdul Razak, and then maybe in the meantime, he can share with us some of his story, like why he started business and what he has achieved so far. So, National Ambassador Abdul, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Sherry. Can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. I can hear you loud and clear. You know, Abdul, I know you have a amazing achievement. You are the fastest national ambassador in the company overall, and your name is being mentioned many times last weekend when we had a huge weekend in Toronto. Even though you couldn't be there in person, I know the company loves you and would love to. I think it would be great. Like you can share with the audience today. What's your story? Like, what's your background? What's why? Like, what you're so special? I mean, you are special to us, but I like to the audience to hear like why you're so special. Why how you can achieve like national ambassador within I think 14 months in the business, like just amazing. So Abdul, please go ahead and talk about yourself a little bit.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Wow, special. That is, I'm humble, for, everything that's happened to me in GWT in the last couple of, 18 months, officially 16 months, actually. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody that was, in Toronto for our Forensic Networker event and the launch of the Phase 5, and everybody who joined all over the world. I want to say a big, huge thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I was there, but I couldn't make it for some certain reasons. Wow, it's been an amazing journey. And the whole thing really is I'm just out there, doing what I love most, and that is talking about an amazing concept called GWT. I, saw this opportunity about 18 months ago, and I started the business with my wife because I had this bias, feeling that this is a luxury designer business, is a business in the fashion industry, will be best suited for ladies. So that's what I thought, and I got my wife started. But 2 months later on, I met Leo Scaler, regional ambassador Leo Scaler, who had come into Nigeria to do some work, some business, and he showed me the huge opportunity, and I saw it for what it really is, and that is, a lifelong opportunity to build significant wealth. And the moment I saw it, I just, I just asked a few questions. How do I get to become, a shareholder in the business? Because for me, I always like to go big. Okay, I like to go big. Anything that I'm doing, I want to do, my best, and I want to see how I can achieve, the biggest, opportunity in that business. So I said I had to become a regional ambassador, and that is what I made up my mind, and I set a target for myself. I said, to earn or share 2% of all sales in this company is worth it. And it's worth giving everything that I have, because I'm not only going to be doing it for myself, I'll be doing it for the most important people in my life. And these are my family, okay, my wife, our three beautiful children. That was my driving force. I had to achieve. I set up a target. I said I can achieve this in 12 months or less. 12 months or less, and I began the race. I put everything into it. I was talking to everybody about this opportunity, not because I was actually, yeah, I was building my business, but the fact that you can get paid to look good, I mean, everybody had to hear it. Every single person that I met, that I knew, I was just telling them about this amazing concept. You don't have to go and buy, at retail prices, from some other designer label. You can buy from yourself, save up to 50%, wear the products, and get paid. As I say this now, it still feels like this is amazing. It's an amazing concept. Okay, and so that was what I was doing. And that journey, when it started, it took me just 5 months. 5 months without even realizing it. I became a 10K club member. I started earning $10,000 in a month. That was awesome, and that put more fuel, on the fire. I just felt, wow, I can do this forever. And I just went, double up, and I started putting more effort. And in 2 months, I emerged as a 25K club member, the fastest, again, fastest 10K club member, fastest 25K club member. And the journey was just getting better and better and sweeter and sweeter. And, once you have your why, the reasons why you want to achieve, the reasons, that gets you up every single day, the reasons that, cannot just hold you back, then you become unstoppable. And that was me. I just kept going. I just kept going. And within just 12 months in the business, I earned over $100,000, just for looking good, wearing beautiful designer products and getting paid. That was just it. It was amazing. And exactly 12 months that I said I would, I became a regional ambassador on the 1st of February this year, 2015. And that feeling, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. You just have to achieve it yourself, because when you realize that every time there's an activity, no matter you know any place in the world in the business, then you get to take a part of that activity. You get to share 2% with all the top leaders in the business. Did I stop there? No, I did not, because what is worth doing is worth doing well. And I set another target for myself, national ambassador. And I I laid out the plan. I knew exactly the day that I was going to achieve it, because I treat my GWT business as a business. It's not a hobby, it's a business, and just like ExxonMobil, just like, Apple Computer, I know exactly, those companies, they know exactly, the amount of sales they're going to make in a quarter, half yearly, in a year, and if they're going to miss it, it's just going to be by just a very short variation, right? So I knew for sure that come June 2015, I was going to become a regional ambassador. I put the date on it, 19th. I knew it, and I was working towards it. You have to be predictable. You have to know exactly what you're doing in your business, okay? You have to know it, and because once you set a target for yourself, once you write it down, it's the you wake up with a purpose every single day. And come 19th June, I hit it. And at the time I became a national ambassador, guess what? I was already working on my global ambassador. So already I'm putting in all the activity, all the effort that requires for me to become a global ambassador. All right, because that is the inspiration that you want to provide for your team. All right, you want to make sure that you're always consistently being the beacon of hope for people who are in the business. And it helps them, it helps you yourself, because it's a two-way thing. It's two sides to the coin. You provide inspiration for your team provides inspiration for you. That's the beauty of this business. All right, and I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. It's much more than the accomplishments. It's much more than the money that I've been able to earn, but it's what my family and I have been able to do with the money. Okay, we have been able to move into a home of our own. We had a house project we had abandoned, but we went back to it because the earnings from GWT provided us the opportunity to finish our home. Now we live in our own home in Abuja. We have upgraded our lifestyles, in so many ways. We're able to assist a lot of other people, our family members, and everybody that, we're able to assist. Now that's the business. That's why we do this. It's not just the money, but you want to impact as many people as possible. And GWT provides, a very, very huge platform for you to achieve, for you to become, a better person than you are, for you to be, a better you. I'm thankful, and I know that this is just the beginning. Africa, the market is just opening up in Africa, and we're still less than 6,000 people in the business. Worldwide, we're still less than 40,000 people. So we've not even scratched the surface. So if you're on this call tonight, if somebody invited you, you've come to the right place. All you need to do is get back to the person who has invited you and tell them you can't wait to get started. This is an opportunity that may never come to you once. I mean, again, in life, they say, there are three big opportunities that always happens in the lifetime of an individual. So this might just be yours. Okay, so just take it, grab it, and run with it. And there's so much room at the top. We've saved space for you. So, go out and do it. And everybody else who is, a partner in this business, wherever you are in the world, you can become a national ambassador. You can become a global ambassador faster than myself. So just go out there and get it done. Go and do it. Thank you so much, Sherry. Back to you.
Wow, what you're such an inspiration to all of us. I mean, you started just literally like just a year and a half ago, and you have achieved so much, like achieved so far than most other people who started, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, even 8 years ago. You have done amazing job, and you leading the team do it, and actually doing it, and you lead by example. So that's how, like, how fortunate we are. We have you in our business, and we all learn from you. Thank you so much, National Ambassador Abdul Razak. I know you're gonna be. We actually last week we were talking about who's going to be the first global ambassador. So
Yeah,
Raja
the,
and Renee, I don't know if you heard him. If you
yes,
heard him,
I did. I did. The,
wasn't that
and
funny?
the race is on.
The race is on,
The
right?
race is on. So
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
So Game on.
Game on, game on. This call is recorded,
Yeah.
and I hope we're gonna play this call to Raja and Renee and tell them game is on. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Global ambassador. Next target.
And
Global ambassador.
yeah. Yes.
So
Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much. Thank you so
you're
much.
very welcome. I would love to see you will go first. To make Renee and Raja more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So we have some questions coming in, so I'm going to take some questions, and you're gonna be there to take questions with me, right?
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. So the first question from Anna, Anna saying, do I have to reach certain level to withdraw my funds? Do I have to reach
No,
certain level to withdraw my funds?
no, no, not at all. Not at all. Once you have earned your commission and it's in your e-wallet, it's available for you to you don't have to reach any level. If you're a retailer, fantastic. You can have access to your commission. All you have to do is either you withdraw it straight to your GWT Mastercard, or you can request for it to be transferred to your local bank account, and it will hit your bank account within 2 and 7 working days. Otherwise, you can transfer the funds from your e-wallet to your GWT Mastercard, and it's available for you instant. You just go to the nearest ATM machine. GWT Mastercard pays in the currency of any country anywhere in the world.
Great answer, great answer. So the next question is from KK, and uh, the question is, can I reply this? Can I replay this seminar? Yes, you can. We actually recorded, so I'm going to send a recording to Intuitive Family. If you are part of that, it would be great. If you're not, please send a message to me directly or send a message to Mr. Duet Abdulrazak. We're gonna send you the recording, and yes, you can replay it. And so next question is from Raquel. Is the retailer package a good package to start at? What do you think, Mr. Duet?
Can you say that again?
Is the retailer package a good package to start at?
Oh yeah, it's a very good start. It's a very good package to start with. If you are unable to afford any of the higher package, of course, the best package that you can start with is Diamond. So if you can afford the Diamond package, go for it, because it affords all the benefits, especially right now that the company just announced the double IA bonus. Just imagine, you pay $3,099 and you get $9,000 worth of products. All right, so that's the best value. However, if you cannot afford that comfortably, then you can go for any lower package. You can go for gold, for $15.99, or you can go for Plankston, $7.99, or you can go for the silver package, $4.99. And if you can only afford the retailer package, by all means, just launch. And you can, especially right now, you can also take advantage of our Diamond Rush promotion, because we have a very generous Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Ramin Nisgalo. You see, he knows that everybody wants the best package, the Diamond package, but not everybody can afford that, and he's always looking out for the little guys. And so he says, you know what? If you can just put in some good effort in your first 30 days, then you can become a diamond even without, paying $3,099. So yes, it's a very good package for you to start at, because you're starting, a business that can change your life, change the lives of your family. So yes, it's a good package. Come in and go to work. Get in and roll up your trousers. Pull your belt tight and go for it. You can get the Diamond Rush Challenge, and by just introducing up to 8 people that say yes, you become a diamond. And every time you show two people the opportunity, you get a free upgrade, and then that's how you make your way all the way to the top. So yes, retailer, you can start and then upgrade either with the Diamond Rush promotion, or you can upgrade with cash, whichever one is okay for you. I hope that helped.
Yeah, I think you covered them all. Thank you so much. I totally agree with you. Start with whatever package that's good. But of course, go for diamond regardless. At the end, diamond is the one that pays you the most. So the next question is, where can I read up what GWT is all about, the terms and condition? Uh, everything is on the internet. So you can go to globalworldtrade.com, and at the bottom of the page, actually, we do have the terms and condition part, which is very good for you to read. It's called policy and procedures, actually, at the bottom of the page on the right hand side. And or actually for the just on the website alone, there are a lot of things you can read about. And anything to add here, Abdul?
Yeah, you've answered the question. Everything about our business is very transparent, and the company. One of the best things that you can rest assured that you'll find in GWT is that the support is overwhelmingly, it's just too generous with information, with support, and learning about your business. So right from the video and right from the first page, you begin to see information that can help you. And like Regional Ambassador Sherry did say, now the terms and conditions are right at the bottom of the page, and then of course once you launch, if you're already a luxury consultant, you can log into your back office, and you go to your tools and resources. You'll see the BIF, your business in the file. Everything about the business is in there. And of course, there's more resources on our dedicated YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/GWTINC. That's youtube.com//GWTINC. And of course, you can also go to ourgwt.com. Ourgwt.com. That is a blog that is put together by our national ambassador Rene Leo, and is consistently being updated. In fact, whatever you were looking for in GWT, once you get to that site, I don't think you cannot look for anything about the company that you will not find there. So these are the resources available, and everything about GWT is there in the open for anybody who wants more information, and who especially wants to build their business all the way to the billion. Yeah. Back at you, Sherry.
Okay, great. The next question is, what was the most challenge, or for you to start the business? What was the most challenging part when you start your business? Huh.
Wow.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a very good one. It's a very good question. The biggest challenge for me, I never really thought about it. Um, wow, I don't know, because for me, every obstacle for me is a stepping stone. Let me give you an example. Today, I was not feeling too. I was bored today. I was, not feeling too upbeat. But so what did I do? I went shopping. I went window shopping. And where did I go window shopping? Guess where? The bookstore. I went to the bookstore because I felt, there was, I just needed something to, read, and I went in there and I picked up a couple of books, and just to inspire me further. So, my every time, my challenge, I always use it as stepping stones. And my biggest challenge in the business so far is time. time. That's my biggest challenge. Time to talk to as many people as I need to talk with. Because this is just 24 hours in a day. So I want to take advantage of every single minute, every single hour. Just to do my best to talk to as many people as possible. So my challenge is just that it's time. That's my biggest challenge. Otherwise, every other thing that comes my way as a challenge, I just use it as a stepping stone. I just use it. I just climb, and just move on. So that's I don't know. That's my biggest challenge. Time, just to do more. That's my challenge.
Yeah, I I think it's a good question. It's very hard to answer too. Like I don't even know how to what how do you handle this I mean everyone's challenge is very different, right? Like some people's challenge is talking to people, some people's challenge is public speaking, some people's
Yeah,
challenge is for Abdul it's time. For myself right now is also time. I don't really have time at all. My daughter is actually taking like 99% of my time, but I still trying to manage as much as I can uh, because
yeah,
this is my business, right? So
yes, yes.
everyone have different challenge, but if you have a specific one uh, for the person who's asking this question, please contact one of us, and we will be here to help you. Because we have a lot of challenges, and we have overcome our challenges. That's the best part.
Exactly. We'll always overcome it. That's what you have to do. Challenges will always come, and
Yeah,
challenges are what makes you better. Because
yeah.
every time there's a challenge, and you rise up to the occasion, and you deal with it, you overcome it, you become a better person. Okay, and you become much more confident. Let me tell you what happened today. I went to the bank, to do some this bank verification exercise. If you're in Nigeria, you'll be familiar with that. Of course, this is happening all over the world as well, I'm sure. And I was sitting across this lady, and she was taking my details. And at the end of the day, when I submitted my forms to her, she looked at the forms and said, I recognize this name. Do you know one Mr. Abdul Rashid Abdul Aziz? I said, yeah, that's my younger brother. And she says, wow, talking to you, I thought, I mean, I knew that, I mean, you were related, because you were so confident. I mean, it comes across. I mean, the way you've been talking, and so I had that was a big challenge for me before. I could not talk with confidence. But I realized that for me to do this business well, I need to learn communication skills. And part of communication skills is you have to be confident when you speak. So every child, there's so many challenges, right? But every time you make up your mind, when something comes up, and then you become better at it, you achieve it, then you become a better person. And in, I mean, from then on, it's not a big challenge anymore. You're just getting better and better and better. So, like Sherry just said, there are different challenges for different people. You just have to overcome it, and you study. You can read books. You can attend trainings. We have trainings, live trainings like this, on the Tuesday night, and we have Sunday night leadership training. So you can go back to the archives and check all the webinars that's been done before. So whatever challenge that you have, there's somebody has gone through it. Teresa has gone through it. Renee has gone through it, and Sean Haynes, Mariah. So we have leaders that you can learn from, and you can also learn by personal development, by reading, by attending different types of training. So yeah, different strokes for different folks. Back at you, Sherry.
Yeah, 100% agree. Let's go to the next question. Apart from getting points through launching of VDM, which other ways can someone's point be built?
Okay, points, building points.
No,
Is that the
that
question?
apart from getting points from through launching of VDMs, uh,
Okay.
which other ways to for someone's point to be built?
Oh, fantastic. We have the best compensation plan in the whole of direct sales, which is the free-flowing variable binary compensation plan. That's the bedrock of our compensation plan, which allows you, to accumulate group volume points by the activities of everybody in your team, which includes, of course, like you mentioned, launching VDMs. But apart from launching VDMs, where we have the monthly inventory account, the MIA or IA for short. Okay, so that way, when you contribute your monthly inventory account, the company will, exchange your dollars for IA points, which you are allowed to use towards buying, products in the future. But just like yourself, other people in the team are paying IA. And when people in your team pay their IA, the company converts that to group volume points for you, which enables you to earn your team commissions. And of course, we have team website sales as well. When anybody in your team makes a sale, all right, that is converted also to commissionable volume, which is added to what contributes to the $6,250 in group sales that you require to earn team commissions. So those are the three different ways that group volume points are generated. So packages, monthly inventory account, and team website sales. Back at you, Sherry.
Okay, sorry, my daughter is joining the conversation, so I mute myself when you talk. So the next question from the same person: if I register someone as silver and then and the person doesn't want to be active, but agree to paying the monthly IA, how would be this decision benefit him? That's a good question.
Yes, yes. It benefits him in the sense that he will continue to accumulate group volume points, and for him to earn group volume team commissions, he needs only to share the opportunity with at least two people, and he places one person each on his left and right teams. Once he's done that, and he continues to make his IA payments, of course, his inventory account will continue to grow, and he can have access to products anytime he wishes. And because he continues to make his monthly inventory account payment, then he becomes eligible to earn team commissions every time his whole team contributes $6,250 in sales in his account. So that is the benefit that he'll continue to get. He will continue to get the benefit of the team commissions as long as he has personally introduced two people and ensures that those two people are on IA themselves, and he shows them to also introduce at least two people. So that's the bit that he needs to do for him to continuously benefit from the group volume points that will be accumulated, obviously, in his team. Yes,
Yes, great. So let's see the next
I
question.
hope that was helpful.
Yeah. Please, can you explain the compensation plan under the battery system? Well, that's a huge one.
Yeah,
That's another session on its own. I think maybe we should you should contact your My5, the person who enroll you to the business, and the qualified regional ambassador, national ambassador who are in your team to explain in the details the compensation plan. The binary system is really great, but it's like it will take some time to explain the whole thing again. What do you think, Abdul?
Yes, yes, you're correct. This is not there's not enough time to go into that right now. So
Right.
definitely please contact either your sponsor or your My5, to help you with that.
Right. Okay, great. Does the website has a Japanese translation as of now? We actually have translation in every language. That's available. However, we do need a professional translator to give the exact translation. The website is available to have multiple languages. So that's what I mean. I'm sorry.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Bin bin.
Yes, being quiet. All right. Okay, through it is saying the page isn't available. I don't know. The YouTube page, the youtube.com slash GWT Inc. Right? That's the page, right?
Yes,
youtube.com
yes,
GWT Inc. So that page should be available.
it should
If
be.
I sign into the business under Planston and I bring 16 people under Silver within 6 months, would that please explain what will happen? If
Wow.
I if I sign into business under Planston and I bring 16 people under Silver within 6 months, what will happen? Um, so would you like to explain that? I think that's another complex question too. It's the same person.
All right, let me try and answer that.
Okay. Yeah.
All
I think
right,
we should.
so if you come in as if you come
Yeah. Go ahead.
okay, yeah, if you come in as a Plankston and you bring in 16 other people within your first 6 months, well, you're definitely growing your business, which is very good. Um, and of course, you'll be earning some, weekly commissions, as long as you have placed people correctly in your team, and possibly all your 16 definitely, if you show them, what they need to do, it means that your team will not remain at 16, it will grow eventually. So that will begin to generate weekly, as long as everybody in the team contributes up to 6 to 50 in sales. And of course, all your 16, well, you said all of them silver members. With that, you will be earning, team commissions on a regular basis, and that's $125 for every 6 to 5, cycle. All right, but what you need to understand is that you want to maximize your effort, because I mean, if you're going to be doing, if you bring in 16 people in 6 months, that means you're committed already. All right, and you want to build a business. So my advice would be for you to upgrade. You just have two steps to upgrade to diamond. Okay, so you can upgrade with part of the commissions that is coming to you, or you can quickly upgrade, by investing in your own business. It's your business, all right? So do an upgrade, and become a diamond, so that instead of earning $250, I beg your pardon, it's 250, not 125, $250, instead of earning that, and because you're a Plankton member, for instance, if your team does more than one circle, so maybe they do maybe up to 2 or 3 or 4 circles in a week, you know, you cannot, the disadvantage is that you can only earn $250 maximum in a week. You have to wait for 4 weeks, to claim the other, part of the commission. But once you have upgraded to diamond, guess what? Your minimum income in a week is $500. So that means there's no limit. You can earn up to $10,000 in a week. And guess what? You need to become a diamond member before you can become an ambassador or a regional ambassador. So my advice for you, since you're going to be in it for 6 months plus, going forward, you need to upgrade to diamond as quickly as possible, because that's the only way you can maximize the compensation plan. All right. So I hope that helped. Back to you, Sherry.
Yep, I totally agree with you. So, our next question will be, how do you do a successful phone presentation? Huh? Through practice. A short
Exactly.
answer.
Practice. Practice, practice.
Yeah.
You just have to be yourself. You have to have a very strong posture. You have to understand exactly. You have to know what to say, because it's phone conversation. You're not in front of the person, so it's very very difficult for you to communicate visually. So you have to do everything with your vocals. Okay, so you need to have a very strong posture. You need to have a very good understanding of GWT, and you need to have a very good communication skill. All right, and then of course, the more you practice, the better you get. The more you practice, the better you get. So those are the basic things: strong posture, have a very good understanding of the business, and have a very very good, effective communication skill. Once you have those three factors in place, you're good to go.
I 100% agree. And trust me, I was very nervous when I first got to do presentation. And then through practice, I getting better and better and better. Now I can talk. And so we have a great question coming through. Can one make payout if I only register people on my personal site, and because I already have a lot of volume on my comment site?
Wow, aren't you lucky? Aren't you lucky? That's very good. Yes, you can get payouts as long as you match the volume, on your common team. So if you have lots of volume on your common team right now, you need to just focus on building your personal team. Okay, so but very very important, make sure that you have at least one person each on your left team and your right team. So make sure you have one person on your common team directly by yourself, and also one person on your personal team directly by yourself. And then once you do that, you may concentrate on putting more volume on your personal team, so that you will be cashing out, you will match, obviously you'll be getting 3,333 points on your common team, and every time you put in 1,667 points, group volume points on your personal team, you will circle out, and depending on the VDM that you have, you can earn up to $500 for each cycle.
That's absolutely a great training for everyone here. Um, so we do have the last question. Actually, it's not a question, as a request. I think we can help. Please give me some tips how I can enroll people and get them on board. Some tips, approach
Okay,
tips.
okay, some tips on how you can help people, assist people to get on board. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Actually, that's a very good request here, and I think we can end the call with this request once we handle it.
Um, it's just going out and doing it. Okay, it's action. You have to go out there and talk to people. And the tips, if you follow this very simple tip, I'm telling you, it's going to work for you. Do at least two things every single day. At least two things, or one of two things. And the first thing is, go out there and talk to two new people about your GWT business every day. Find two people new. You've never met them, okay? Maybe you know them already, then you're warm list, you never talked to them before. Talk to two new people about your business every day. Now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they join, they launch or not. It doesn't matter. You just do that every single day. And then the second thing you do is follow up on at least 2 people that you have talked to about GWT business before. All right? Do this consistently every single day. You know what's going to happen? The law of averages. Every time you talk to 10 people, 1 will say yes. Every time you talk to 10 people, 1 will say yes. You talk to 10, 1 says yes. Eventually, you talk to 10 people, 2 will say yes. Why? Because every time you give that presentation, you talk to 2 new people, you follow up on 2 new people. What are you doing? You're getting better. You're getting better with the presentation. You're getting better with the facts. And every time you talk to somebody new, you will do better. And that increases your closing ratio. It increases your closing ratio. At the end of the day, you can get it to up to, 3 people for every 10 you talk to say yes to you. Eventually, that you're putting yourself in the top 1% of GWT, people who are earning good money in GWT. That's where you're heading, because your closing ratio is getting higher every single time. So those are the tips. You need to go out there and practice, 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 practice. That's it. And practice means you need to be talking to 2 new people every single day, or following up on 2 people, or you do both activities, and your business will definitely skyrocket. And of course, very, very important, you need to learn GWT. Okay, you need to learn the business. You need to understand the process. Be process oriented. That's from the forensic networker. Be process oriented. Okay, there's a system. Follow the system.
Yeah, yes.
Just follow the system.
The actually the question is the tips how to talk to people, what to say. I don't like to use the word convince or persuade, but what do you do to approach people, get people to listen to you?
Fantastic, fantastic. 2 things: education and understanding. That's all. You
Okay.
educate people about our products. Educate them about, Porsche, about FERI, about FERI Mosh. Let them know what it is, okay? And then you educate them about our opportunity, our business opportunity, that they can get paid to wear our beautiful products that you've told them about. And then you do that to the point where they understand how it will benefit them, how the product will benefit them. How will the products benefit them? The products will make them beautiful. They'll be happy wearing the products, okay? And how will the opportunity benefit them? It will benefit them because they'll get paid for wearing the products and sharing it with other people, promoting it. That's all you do. Educate people about our products and our business opportunity to the point where they are able to understand how it would benefit them. Once people understand the benefits, you don't need to convince. We don't convince people here. We're just presenters. We just tell the story. Okay, we tell the story, and it's left for the person. Once you do it to the point of understanding, they will tell you they understand. Once they understand, they'll be the person, the people. Yesterday, let me give you a very simple example. Part of our team, okay, they had gone to talk to these 2 gentlemen about the business opportunity, about GWT, and they mentioned my name, and the gentleman said, "Well, we've heard you, but we need to talk to Mr. Abdulrazak. We need to, hear about him. Everything you said, is it true? Let's meet him. Let's talk about him." So when we got there yesterday, just one of them was available, okay, and once he mentioned the objection that they had, I said, "Okay, fantastic." And then he said, "Look, let me call my partner." I said, "Oh, good, call your partner." And then, because actually the partner, the person that we met, was already ready to go, but the partner, who was not there, was the one that was holding him back, because he was talking. He said, about our FERI Mosh. Is our FERI Mosh, does it have a second-hand value? That's what he said. He wants to know, if he takes that product to any market or anywhere in the world, can he get value for it? And I said, I have an answer for that, but I'd like your partner to be there when I tell you, the answer to your objection. So when the man arrived, I told him, our ferry mosh is the best of the best. We're the only ones producing 19 carats and 21 carats gold because of this, because of that, and this is, um, everything about the product. This is what you need to know. Once you have a certificate, you can take any of these products anywhere in the world and you get value for it. But don't take it to a local market because they don't know, very much in the local market. They won't value it because they don't know the value. And guess what? The man said, "Wow, awesome. That's it. I'm convinced. Let's go. Let's go ahead. Let's sign up." And he's launching. He has launched his mall today. So what did I do? I just educated them about Ferry Mosh. And I showed them how Ferry Mosh can benefit them. I told them that, look, once you have any of our Ferry Mosh piece, it begins to appreciate in value every single day. And in the future, you can exchange it for much more than you paid for it because you have a certificate that of authenticity, which is provided by one of four top genealogy companies in the world. Education and understanding. They could not. In fact, when we left yesterday, the gentleman said, because he wanted to take advantage of our double IA promotion, so he didn't want to launch yesterday. He wanted to launch today, and he said, "I will be the one hunting for you guys tomorrow." So we turned from being what? Hunter to the hunted. That's what education and understanding. That's what that's what your prospects will value you more. You're not going out there to convince anybody. No need to convince anybody. Just share, educate and understanding. That's it. Back to you, Sherry.
Absolutely, you're right, and I totally agree with you. And on top of that, I think it's also I would add the energy and the confidence. So when you talk to people, if your energy is really high and with positive energy there, and with your like the just like what we talked about earlier about the posture too, right? Like so when you have that confidence in you and when you talk to people with that confidence, people will feel it. When you're excited about this opportunity, when you have an enthusiasm when you talk to people, people will feel it. So when people feel that, people want to follow you. And get yourself educated and know about the business is one of the very key things. And when you have that education in you, you can be very confident because we have the most legit and company with the most legit and high pay compensation plan out there. And we talk about company being around for over almost 10 years, and we have the beautiful thousands of beautiful products all the way from Canada. So there are so many things that you need to learn about the business, learn about the company, and when you talk to people, you have that confidence in you, and people can feel it. And when people feel it, people want to follow you. That's the reason why I believe our national ambassador Abdul Razak has so much success in such short period of time, because when he talks to people, people just want to do what he tells people to do. Because the way that he talks is so confident. Can you feel that, like when he answers your questions? Right? So that's how I feel, and we have a lot of people actually on this call, actually part of Team Do It, I believe, and they thank you on Abdul, and this is all great to hear from you, and they are very they are ripped up, which is great.
Well, thank you so much, Sherry, and thank you, everybody. It's an honor to always be on this call, and I tell you, I draw my inspiration from all of you that join the call every single Wednesday, and all of you that invite your prospects. I couldn't do what I'm doing right now without all of you. So thank you so much, and I give it back to you. And this is just the beginning. We have so much work to do, especially in the next 30 days. Let's take advantage of the diamond, the double IA bonus. Let's go out there. Everybody on this call, if you're not yet a diamond, make it your point. Everybody in Team Do It, everybody in Team Nigeria, everybody go and become a diamond, okay?
Yeah.
And then become an ambassador before 31st of December. We want to see you on the cruise, okay? So go out there and go and do what you need to do to become a diamond member in the next 30 days and do everything that you need to do to become an ambassador before the end of December 2015.
Yes.
You know, there's so much fun waiting for you on that cruise, okay? So let's all go there and enjoy ourselves, yeah?
I look forward to hang out with you on a cruise, Abdulrazak.
Same here, Sherry.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you so much, National Ambassador Abdulrazak, to be on the call and answer all the questions. Thank you, Silas, for doing an amazing presentation all the way from Ghana. And this is Sherry Zhao signing off from California. We look forward to see you again next Wednesday at the same time.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.